There's always one in the crowd, ain't there? All right, everybody all right? Too to be here.
Yes, sir.
And no daddy said didn't know how to do it, but done it again. And here we be. Isn't that right? By the con and by the order of Mr. Yahuwah, we had to be him. Isn't that right? Once Mr. Yahuwah put his summons out, you got to come. Isn't that right? He said, I'm not bidding them to a muhard. Isn't that right? And Psalm made light of it. Isn't that right? So when other folks came, now everybody ain't got, some people had legitimate excuses. You got some people, they ain't got nothing, but that's just what they do. But me, I had to be him. Isn't that right? When he put you on program, you got to be there. Isn't that right? Then they'll put you on program another time. You won't have nothing to do with you being there, but you'll be there. That'll be your obituary. Isn't that right? You want to make sure you ain't been the first part of that, what I call rearing. Don't put the O in front of it. Y'all got it. Isn't that right? Make sure he don't label you like that. Isn't that right? Huh? John, we got one seat. You going to take it. Isn't that right, John? Come on in there, Malcool, John. Isn't that right? Come on in now. Y'all all right? Yeah, man, Dad had a little race tonight. And he was doing, yeah, you see how to get out of it. I got out of it. So I said, yeah, he ain't got that much gas. I said, I appreciate that. Let me know about it. He's a little low on fuel, isn't that right? Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Two to be alive. Ain't that right? Whatever reasonable amount of health and strength he give you, it's reasonable. You know, also we're talking earlier, I was telling about, I was saying, like, you know, people complain about their situation. I assure you, it can always be worse. Whatever your situation is, you ain't hit the worst of it yet. Isn't that right? Get out of here and you ain't right. Man, ain't nothing worse than that. Hold on, man, I lost my house. Go ahead and moot and you ain't right. You ain't got a worse situation than that one. Isn't that right? So I hear they suspended me again, I guess, on YouTube. That's what they want to do. That's what people going to do every time. I mean, they don't want you to talk about nothing they can make money off of. Anything they can make money, they can rack it off of people to make a fool out of people. I've been told people, we need to create our own system. The platform these people give you, there's no way for you to actually make it and be your own person. There's nobody out here that made it or making it that's their own person. You can't, because you're going to, even with Trump tried to be his own person. And he had the money, but you see what they do? They'll block you. Twitter blocked them, Facebook suspended them, but they show you that these platforms you use belong to them. And when you create your own platform, then they're going to put you on, you got to be able to create a platform where it's not under their guidance, because they're either going to throw you up under SCC or so they can get you on some violation, regulation. Then they'll try to set you up and put somebody on your site who might just say, might be in the kiddie porn. You have nothing like, let me say they were Facebook. I don't frankly give a flying flip about it in the first place, just be clear with it. When I say that, people do what you got to do, business or whatever, that's, you know, to each his own. But do I believe that Facebook is behind people bullying and people? No, that's just people. It's just being honest. A lot of stuff people put on these sites, these people creating a business, they creating a platform. You got something you want to do upon the platform, that's on you. So unfortunately, you can't control everybody's behavior. No more than I can control every member of his behavior. I can teach, I can preach against it, I can be an example, I can cut down on it. But at the end of the day, every person is responsible for themselves. So when you put these platforms out, of course you're gonna get idiots, you're gonna get nutcases, building bombs, trying to pick up kids, trying to rape people, trying to institute homosexuality. Is it the fault of the fault? Is it the fault of the site? That's just people, that's mankind. You know, the Carol Rittenhouse situation. There's not a lot to say about it. It's really not. There's nothing to say about it because it's our own fault. At the end of the day, it is. Yes. Want to do it? Could have stayed down now. But the whole thing becomes, at the end of the day with that, I don't want to get into a whole lot of it because, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of niggas talking. Yeah. That's all we do is talk. That's all we do is talk. The civil rights people, once you see them come out, they show you dead in the water. Because anything that the so-called Negro that jumps up and say, well, I'm ready to defend. I'm ready to fight to the death because I'm just sick of it. They've proven to you time and time again, over and over again, that these people, their laws don't apply to them. But you've known this. This ain't nothing new. It's water cooler talk. People, you work, everybody, black people notorious for water cooler talk. We the biggest water. Come on for a second. You come, we just stand here, we just talk. Hold on, wait for you. You come up here, we just stand, come, we just talk. We just stand here and talk. We just stand and talk. You just come on, walk. You know what I'm saying? We don't stand and talk. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Everything we talk, we gonna say it gonna be when white people. I just use it for example. Instead of if it's something we saying, and I just say it flat. Because if it's something wrong, you shouldn't be saying it. I just been on white people. What am I saying wrong? What are we saying wrong when it comes down to issues that really face us? Again, I tell you, all these star athletes, everybody, they failed us. And the sad part, they don't realize all these acquittals coming in to show them that they actually had made it. Because you still got this skin. The day you walk out and your name and your entourage ain't there and your stuff ain't on the security ain't down, you victim. You decide you run out one day just throwing a cap and a jacket and run out and he crack a catch you and snatch you up. And you trying to tell them who? They'll look at certain things and be like, okay, that's somebody, okay, keep moving. We'll catch another one. But you out by yourself, you in trouble. They knew years ago, even with sometime with people of color, they learned, don't go out by yourself. Let at least be two of you. Somebody get away to tell the story. That was a code stated, at least more than one of y'all together. Even when kids go out, you say, somebody going, I'm gonna go say, they said, let your brother go with you, somebody. No, if something happens, somebody at least need to get away and tell what happened. You one person, you get snatched. So at the end of the day, Kyle Rittenhouse is not the problem. So if anybody make Kyle Rittenhouse the problem, then that's our stupidity, okay? Kyle Rittenhouse is not the problem, nor the jury the problem. The problem is the system. The system allowed it. You know, you could easily be angry at the jury. What people don't realize with a jury is this. You give a jury rules. People already have their minds made up when they hear cases. When you see in video, your mind made up before you get that far. But now, when they come along and say, these are the rules, X that out. You know what you're saying, I ain't Xing out nothing. That's the mitigating factor that caused the situation. But there is a white old man that sits on the jury, on this oversight they call the referee. And this bastard decides what he's going to allow to be admitted in or out. That's your problem. And now he can only do that because there is a system that gives him that ability versus this makes no sense. And it should have been on the prosecutor like, why has he not been charged as a minor, first of all, traveling with a gun? It's illegal for this man to have a gun. He's a minor. Why aren't the people being prosecuted? You know who you're not hearing being prosecuted? His friend who sold him the gun. You go sell a minor a gun and tell them you're going to let them use it and have it and they're going to give it to them. I guarantee you're going to ATF all at your door. There's no way ATF them not coming. It's federal. This is not state, it's federal. The fact that happened, the fact that all these people, the people that put the crowd from the store that say, hey, come help us, and the guy told him to stand out there and guard his store should be sued for everything he got. Because you actually brought this situation here. You employ a minor with a gun to guard your business. So you are responsible. If I hire a security guard and I put him out here and that security guard does something, I don't consign to it or don't agree with it. But the fact that I hired him makes me liable for their actions. So you told him to be here. You put the crowd on Facebook. He came. He talked to you. You told him to guard your building. Then this is your problem too. He should be in prison. He should be in prison. But again, I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want a water cooler talk no more. I don't want to talk about it no more. It's just we gonna talk. Yeah, and do what? Nothing. Burning down buildings ain't the answer no more. It ain't time. It's time to tear our ground and let these folks know we're done. Yep. We done. We ain't going to court no more. Nope. We ain't going to jail no more. We ain't taking no butt whipping either. Nope. You figure it out. You figure it out. This ain't hard to tell them. We done. We ain't going to court no more. We ain't going to jail no more. Y'all got it. We done. What that mean? Try it and see. Try to take us to court, try to lock us up, and you'll see. We're done. All we got to do is opt out. Yep. Opt out, we're done. How you going to win? That's it. Listen, those white boys down in Savannah, Georgia, Brunswick, Georgia, they did what they never gave us, a jury of their peer, 11 white people. And one nigga that's smart enough to know that white people rule. And now they getting on. Listen, anytime, if I trap you with a gun, me and two of my posse, and we trap you like a rat, and you decide you want to try to grab the gun, at that point it's self-defense. You actually aggravated your own death. Now, anybody here with common sense know that is the most stupidest thing you heard. That's because you're the victim. When you're the white person that did the crime, then they advocate for you. They make up rules. Now, the whole case moves into this. What was Travis McMichael thinking when he, come and say, slow-mo, you come. Or come on, come on, come on, come on. You come around, come on. You be Aubrey, you around here, you hypothetical, you jogging. He jogging. Come on, trap that rat. I'm trapping. I got the gun. Hold. Now, when you decide you gonna come with some bad, you gonna come with some. Whoa, slow down. Come. Let me get somebody. Let me get somebody. He was in this right here. Come on, thing. He was in this. You know what happened though? When you did that, when you were doing that, that's a new one. Some said don't use them. Cause you doing new stuff. You know how you act when you get your new shoes, your new shirt, your new school. How you gonna act this new clothes, new day of school? You don't act the same way. All right, hypothetically, he Travis McMichael. I'm Travis McMichael, per the gun. Now he's kind of hypothetical. We done trapped you. You stop. You trapped. Now I got a gun, and I'm sitting here, and you looking at. There's no way possible for you to get out. Basically, we done trapped you in. Your decision is, well, the only chance you got to try to come at the gun. So my end is all I'm thinking about. I ain't gonna never see my kid again. I ain't gonna never see my 3-year-old boy. Why wasn't that my thought before I got in the truck and took off? Right. I'm with the gun. Why am I talking about not seeing my kid again? What was this man thinking? I ain't gonna never see my mother again. But the whole thing turns in now, what's his name, Aubrey, what was he thinking? How did Travis McMichael know he didn't have a weapon, a knife or a gun, based on his training? Well, Travis McMichael knew he had a gun. Right. He knew that he was the assailant, he was the assaulter, he was the aggressor. But now the whole thing gonna change, and they're gonna let 3 more off. And nobody, it's not, you know what? The only reason these white people exist to do what they do is because of niggas. Sorry, lazy, piss poor niggas. I don't want to see no civil rights leaders. You're a civil rights leader, you more the problem than you the help. You more the problem, because you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna march and talk, you gonna kiss they behind, and you gonna go eat and play with them. These guys say, they hurt us. Listen, people can sit around they want to. This is a good day for us. Because maybe niggas gonna wake up now and realize, you don't let this go on too long. We can't, no more water, it's too easy. Listen, I say every nigga get a gun. Yep. And we tell them one time, listen, we ain't going to court no more. We ain't going to jail. We done. We done had this too. We done. We ain't finna mark. We ain't finna talk about nothing. Everything there is defend. Yep. It's straight defend. We ain't doing it no more. How you gonna win in the legal system? They just showed you can't win dead or living. That boy dead. People have to look, everybody that examine him. Was he kind of mentally off? The boy dead. What does that got to do with the case? Right. Why? But let me ask you a question. Why would you try to grab a gun? Same thing they use the other white boy. Let me see. Me and some more people out here, we tell you to go back. We on the street because someone was killed wrongfully by the police. That's why we out here. You come out with a gun, they told, go back up on the property. That's what you guarded. He shot one guy. The other guy hit him with a skateboard. We here together. You shoot people. I got someone hit you too. Right. You shooting people. I'm gonna take now. Since the boy swung the skateboard after he done shot one person, now he's an attacker. You're shooting people on the street with an AR-15. You are the threat. The man he shot hit him and turned around and ran. You let somebody hit you and turn around and run and shoot them and say they call that self-defense. You can't shoot nobody. Let me say this. A nigga can't shoot nobody. Right. Let me get it clear now. That's what they told us. A nigga can't shoot nobody. Turn around. 17 minor assault rifle, had no business there, had no dog in the fight. Gone home free, police bodyguard him. He'll get a book deal. They'll sue him civilly. He'll be sued. He'll be sued civilly. The feds will step in. Make no mistake, the feds sat back. They already know how they work. They don't need these buildings burned. They'll get him with violating their civil rights. Guaranteed. How much money I got on it? They'll get him. They just been watching. So it's a state crime. So you got to set back. Murder is not federal, that's state. Let the state do their stuff. When they get through, you're going to get them for violating. So, oh, when these 3 white boys get off, watch the feds step in and charge them. They'll be charged with violating their civil rights. They'll get 7 to 10 years. So now people say, we won. Dr. King was alive today. It'll be the same thing. Stay dead, King. Stay down. Don't get up. It's going to be the same. Dr. King ain't going to be no different. It's the same thing. That's how they treat us. You see that? They don't want nigger preachers in the courtroom. They say, you listen, you aggravate the case, they don't want you there. White folks can set out his mouth and I guarantee he got black clients. Oh yeah, I guarantee he got black clients. And he ain't gonna lose none either. That's what you do when you're an attorney. You defend wrong people. There are people that are being charged wrongfully and they need counsel. They need defense. There are people that are criminals that need to go to prison for the rest of their life or have a needle injected in them, white and black. And these people will still fight for these people. If they're wrong, let them go down for being wrong. There should be a defense for people that's right. But I don't want to spend a whole lot, because I'll get mad, get angry, get upset, then ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Then I'll be out here by myself, I'm still trying to heal up. But I sure do it though. I just say at the end of the day, we just opt out. We're not the aggressor, we gonna let them know at that point we're done. We ain't taking no more. That's the end of the story. That's all we gotta do it. But I can't get enough of our people to stop and do it. What we'll be doing wrong? We're done, we're not going to jail, we ain't going to court, we're done. You've shown us every way. There's no way to win. We don't have a choice. You forced our hand in this conversation. You ain't got, but why though? That's the end of the conversation. Everything else we'll find out by action. I saw your actions. Right. So now you need to see mine. Right. Now if I told you, that's it. We done talking. I don't want to have no, let's talk about it on 60 Minutes and let's go. We done. We done talked about it. There's nothing to talk about. We ain't going to jail. We ain't going to court. Now you put it together. End of story. But you can't get enough of us to do that. Civil rights era, all they were doing was just snagging nigga out the crowd, beating the head, taking him. Other niggas still out there, still high, ain't gonna let anybody turn him around. Nigga hit you in the head, that bit of club 5 times, you gonna fall down, forget false turn around. That's all they do. Think about how, they know about this civil rights movement. They snatching folks, like they run the whole crowd getting chased. How you saying you ain't gonna let anybody turn you around and you running? You were walking, you running. That's the opposite direction. That's a direct conflict in what you were doing. You were coming at these folks. White boy come, when you got to them and them white boy had them bit of car, shove them back. And them niggas knew they couldn't do nothing. Whoop them up with them. Put the water hole, put the dogs on them, chew them up. And you ain't gonna let nobody turn you around. Are you serious? See, you saying something that you ain't actually doing. I'm advocating for our people to say we're done. Yeah. We're done. We ain't going to jail and we ain't going to court. We're done. That's something that we're done. We saw your case, we saw your law. We saw how it worked. We're done. We opt out. But you know what we're gonna do? Give it to Jesus. Yep. They gave it to Jesus. That's how we got him.
That's right.
Jesus don't need nothing else. Jesus had a ship full of niggas. Yep. What else do Jesus need? I said don't give Jesus nothing.
That's right.
I say everybody, we take it on for ourselves. That's it. Man, you got countries in Europe, you watch them people, they'll stamp and they'll fight their government, they'll oppress them. Them people don't have guns, they stamp and they'll oppress them. They'll stamp and fight better than we do. No gun, they don't have no gun, they're to a point in, they said, we're done. You're not going to oppress, do y'all understand we're being oppressed by people that call themselves the rulers of us? They people just like you. These niggas ain't no Elohim. Right. We let people run us and beat us and fake us like fools, bring us into their house. We stupid. We the dumbest, retarded people on the planet. So I don't want to get into much of that. I try to leave that alone and be done with it. Because all this aggravates us. And I used to get aggravated, man. All we going to do is talk or maybe, oh, this. Look at this, y'all. Shut up. I don't tell you about it. Right. If you ain't talking about doing nothing, you part of the problem. Like, I'm part of the problem at that point, because ain't got enough people do nothing. These niggas let me go to jail, and I be gone. They'll put stakes in my hand. They'll be right back praying to white people. These things they gonna give me, come on, we need that. Nigga, please, I know what y'all niggas will do. He the one started it. We wouldn't even think about it. I love being a slave. No, nigga, you don't throw me out there. Make no mistake, white people, black folks, if you see me out there, I ain't out there to talk. Made no mistake, and I made my move up. I ain't going to talk to nobody about nothing. I'm done talking. It's all about the action. Isn't that right? Love your life, because I love mine. They're out here in the store. What we gonna do? We the people. Y'all think white people at church talking about some, y'all, we need to try to change things. We need, you know what we need to do? We need to get out there with some love and kindness. Find me a white church doing that. Find me a white church with them folks sitting there complaining about what they need to do. We need us a leader. All white people leaders. That's nigga stuff. Just you remember growing up, your parents tell you about y'all needed a great white leader to try to lead white people from oppression. Yeah, come on, think about it for your answer. You little baby try to tell you about them. Great white civil rights leaders. You remember? They should teach you about them. All us niggas. That's the stuff they got. They start us in elementary. Go to an all-black school. They teach about all the black people that help oppress. You didn't know they oppressed you at the time. Like they help you. They pacified you. That's right. We had more Storky Carmichaels and people like that up in front. Like that when the start. He told Dr. King. He walked Dr. King. He told King. He said, I ain't gonna let him. He said, ain't nobody gonna hit me. He said, hit me, I'm hitting the back. He tried to tell Storky. He tried to hit the back. If you're not gonna be non-violent, don't get. Storky walked right. He said, I ain't let nobody hit me. He said, ain't gonna hit me. I ain't gonna hit him back. That's right. That's what people told. King told me. He tried to ignore him. He don't want to hear him. Storky walked right with him. Let him know. I ain't letting him hit me, and I ain't gonna hit him back. In the store, you white folk fight. You see, pull up the video where Malcolm X get whooped up by the police. Pull up. Them folks so scared of Malcolm. They knew Malcolm wasn't going for no stuff like that. Y'all saw Malcolm come out with that gun. He told him I came out. He's the first one. He's out of side him. He's out of shot him. His house was on fire. Kids now. Man said I came out. He's the first one out and shot him. So they started thinking that nigga crazy. Oh, Bible told him preacher. The Bible they wrote. Not scared nobody like that. Right. Once you say word like Jesus, love of God, and prayer, white folks ain't scared of you. Right. White folks I don't use that terminology. Yeah. That's nasty. Yeah. That's nasty. I don't talk like that. I don't talk like that. I don't have a conversation about Jesus. I don't have a conversation like that. I tell the people, I'm not that person. Y'all got it? I'm not that guy. They got a lot of guys out here. I'm not that guy. Y'all got it? Our people, we've been butchered. Who I'm gonna blame it on first? Of course, the older generation that gave us that mentality. They taught it, but it was through their ignorance, and white people played y'all on ignorance. Y'all for parent, they played on it. Now, there were some black people that were radical. You don't hear a lot about them. And all of them were, I ain't talking about people like Storky, because there were a lot of black people that didn't blame. Yeah. And they were for like, whatever you call yourself, you weren't coming to their house. Now, they ain't changed no system, but they were the people where you came to their house, it's going to be all-out scale war. Y'all got that. There were people like that, but we needed people to get out here and get this in the minds of people. There were people that tried to get us to leave America, just like Marcus Garvey did. He tried to tell black people, he was Jamaica, he told them it was Africa for Africans. Marcus Garvey was a pusher for that. Y'all know who got him out of here? Hoover. Hoover deported and got him out of here. That white boy got him out of here. That's what he was trying to, you know what? White folk, much of they hate you now. You thought them crackers bought y'all tickets. White folk run their mouth. They don't want you gone. Right. They got him out of him. Malcolm X's daddy got killed for that foolishness. That's right. He followed Garvey. He was a Garveyite. He was preaching the same thing in that church. They told him, nigga, quit preaching that stuff to these niggas in him. He tried to tell them, he said, you Africa is for Africans. Now, if you are African, we need to be in Africa. And them white folk got pissed with him. Because niggas started, you know why they got pissed with him, why they killed him? He was effective. Now, they don't show you, listen, that whole Garvey movement, you don't hear about it no more. White people extinguished mind. Guess who's still living? Dreamers. The dreamers still living. Because you know how you dream? Nigga, you sleep. Anybody gonna stand up and they'll defend themselves and they'll defend their, all we doing is defending our right to live. All I get from niggas, they'll talk, we don't need to talk like they gonna come get us. You let them get us. That's right. We ain't the people trying to do nothing about it. We saying we ain't gonna be taking no more. You jogging down the street and 3 white guys can decide they the police and pull you over, and then if you say, I ain't got nowhere, the only chance I got is grab the gun. Now you die and now you're a criminal. Crazy. Take you to the grave of criminal. No criminal record. Now they said, really? That's a criminal act. They were only trying to arrest him and make sure. Are you the police? Are you the police? You're supposed to identify. if a regular police just pull his gun out on a person and he gets shot, don't you know it's going to be his fault because he didn't identify himself? How did man holler he the police, he didn't identify himself? The man, hold on, I'm sorry, he didn't say, I'm sorry. I forgot, he had a special battalion training. It was Coast Guard. I forgot about Coast Guard training. That's what he thought, he said it's Coast Guard training. His Coast Guard training is what showed him. You talking about a nigga on the banana boat. Ain't no missiles on no Coast Guard. These niggas wearing swim trunk, bathing suit. These guys out here, they getting folk done fell out, folks on the beach got drunk and done swim out to for a Coast Guard. Right. These niggas dealing with, they got some, they got a certain group that go out on drugs, but they stuff floating drugs in the water. These niggas ain't been no shootout. No Coast Guard ain't, that's a banana boat. Them niggas ain't got no cruise missiles. They ain't got no tomahawk shooting off no boat. These niggas that you can ride a jet ski and be one of them niggas. I have never heard in my life somebody said they Coast Guard training. You on a boat, how does the Coast Guard teach you how to run a nigga down on the street? You on the water. That's in social intelligence. And the police, they said, well, I trusted his opinion with his, with his training, his expert. Coast Guard? I don't even use Coast soap, let alone the guard. We ain't have but one seat. Candy gonna get it when he learn how to act, how he make it first song. It just got through making them new hits, then we'll try to talk about it then. But you on deck though. But again, we're gonna try to move on and try to get into what we gotta do. There's a lot of things I can't do because of the job. Y'all got a lot of things I can't do because of the job. That's primary first. Over any of my feelings, any of my emotions, this job is more important. Everything. You guys are more important. The man hired me for this. So I had to be able to say, okay, put some things to the side. But I'll be honest. It's going to have to come down. We're going to defend. We see where it's going. Everybody say, go ahead, play like you're stupid. Just keep your head in the hole. But when you start looking at Ahmaud Arbery, it's every one of us. Yeah, that's every one of us. And all they just open the door up, just like Kyrie, huh? Y'all know, they just open the door for every white boy, 16, 15, to go, listen, assault rifle. You just open the door for every one of these white boys to run out here with a gun. And when they come out here, because look, those white people looked at, it was against niggas. Them two white boys that got shot, them three white boys, boy, they concerned they were niggas because they shouldn't have been out there. Yep. The judge showed you that. He said, no. He said, no. Don't call them victims. Call them rioters, looters. First of all, did you see them? He a judge. He know better than that. How did you call these people? Did you see them stealing something? They weren't shot for stealing. So, no. We'll keep moving. All right, I don't want to cause, we ain't gonna do nothing, and we just keep talking about it. Let's move on and just focus on, we gotta be saved. But I told y'all, for every Negro out there, every person that for the truth, a month, it's just time. We ain't got no choice. They forced our hand. What we gonna do? Wait till they kill all the, wait till they get out to the last two niggas on the planet. Then they gonna say, man, let's do something. Smith was right. We need to organize. 2 niggas on the planet. 2 whole niggas left on the whole planet. Everybody else white, everybody gonna tell us, yeah, we need to get together, start doing business and educate ourselves. We need to, like, y'all niggas dead, man. Come on, meet us in the grave, man. Y'all come on to the grave. It don't make sense. We raising our kids. Listen, these folk get their kids young. They raise that boy up with them guns. White people don't need no license. That stuff we have to have. All the stuff we got is what they give up. Let me tell you something. Right now you go to Heritage and Britt and Skinner. Them white kids drive to school, no license. BMW, no license. They drive them car to school all the time. If Kanye stop them, all Kanye do is send them home. Send them back home. Don't be careful out here. Let me tell you what happened. I was talking to a guy today. Tim was there with me, we believe him. His daughter has a scholarship at a real reputable school. I'm gonna get into all that. But this is a reputable school now, real reputable. And he was telling me about what they give him. Matter of fact, she got a scholarship. Her grade point is a 4.2. Yeah. She's honest. And do y'all know they get them a book that they teach them? Who know what it is besides Tim? What is it? The Bible? Good one. Georgia law. They teach them Georgia law. Guess this, his daughter goes here. The school is $120,000 a year. How about one of the kids' parent is a judge? Do y'all know why they teach them Georgia law? She's one of the only black kids there. She is the only black kid. You know why they teach them Georgia law? They teach them that if they get stopped by the police, what to do. If they got pills, if they got drugs, how to address that officer. Hey, am I making this up, Tim? He said, listen, listen. Girl got her stuff together. Listen, she is very smart. They teach them Georgia law. So when they have the kids, the judge phone that teaches them if the police stop you and if you have pills, if you have drugs, this is how you address them. This is how you handle them from Georgia law. Did we know that? Because see, when you start handling police officers, they start hearing you calling codes, they got to know. So now you start talking like that, now they got to back up and make sure now they got to be official. I got to make sure, because most niggas don't know rights. So you don't know what they can do and what they can't do. Like, we don't ask, am I being detained? No, I'm not being detained. That means I can leave. First, if anytime police stop us, we automatically believe what happened. You are basically in custody. But you sitting there and what you say can wind up changing the situation, and at that point you become apprehended. You see what I'm saying? Certain things, you remember that boy was walking down the street and the police kept talking, just kept moving, just keep moving. Eventually they'll force your hand into now it changed. Remember the whole thing was, it was a welfare check. He said, I'm good. I'm getting off from work. Ain't you cold? I'm good. I'm going home. See, you keep going, and you push the situation, and now you can push and say, now you under arrest. You said, but if you know your rights, and you can recite laws and codes, then they start looking and say, okay, now I got to be careful, because now this gonna put us in a situation where we can get sued. The city gets sued, and they're going to fall back on my bond because this person know what they're talking about. But you just shooting your mouth off, and you don't know what you're doing, then they know how to handle you. They are educating these kids how to get out with drugs, alcohol, to teach them how to get out. They already, listen, why would you be teaching all these astute kids? Their parents paying $120,000 a year for their education. Their kids paying $56,000 a year for their education, more than most of these niggas make. Because you know what they know? These are future drug dealers, drug users, drug pushers. And you need to know how to use the law to your advantage. The law works against us. It never worked for us. Give me a law that ever worked for us. They don't have one. Every law they got is to incarcerate us. I say opt out today. If we got our folk together, we just opting out. We'll choose to make up laws. I mean, it ain't just about people of color. It's whites and Asian, Hispanic. It's other people that agree the same way. We need something just fair. Ain't nobody saying, hey, let me go and kill people and don't go to jail. That's stupid. People need a system that enables everybody a fair opportunity. That's all. Everybody, if it's fair on the table, then you can't bring up your color. Everything's fair. Put your color, put your feelings on your sleeve. Homosexual, just make it where it's fair. So when you don't get it, you just didn't get it. End of story. We holler about it. They have black people, because your sister showed you don't have nothing fair for us. So why we keep playing? When I wanted that little thing I told you, always the ball, when I know it was a scam, you couldn't pay me to play that. It's stupid. I can't win it. Why would I play it when I know I can't win? But then if you think about it, I'm really a hypocrite, because I know this system ain't fair, and I'm still playing it. So when I see always the ball, I need to throw my money down. That's right. If one of them catch me and said, I don't know why you don't. You've been playing the other one and you've been losing. Come on, nigga, always the ball. People don't like that. You want to play now, you saw somebody. How many of y'all play a game you catch somebody cheating? You know, you'll still play? Yes, you would, because you're still him. All of us would. See, what it is, we'll look at that's too direct in my face. I see you mark cards. You see what I'm saying? I see loaded dice. No, nigga, who you trying to, them dice, no, nigga, that card. You don't see this system loaded. You don't see the cards are marked. So why you still playing? I just want y'all to know, all of us, include me, what kind of hypocrites we are. We're the kind of hypocrite when there's something really big direct in our face, we'll kick up. This ain't nothing that you can find out here bigger than what we living in. Ain't nothing but the system don't give you a fair chance. What do y'all have that he can't take from you? Absolutely nothing. I own my home. They can take it on taxes. They can take it on land. They can get a chart and they can make up a chart that'll come along and put a lien on your house. They can create a suit that'll come after everything you got. You have nothing in America these white folk can't get. I'm just saying we need to opt out. We put two things on the table. We ain't going to jail and we're not going to court. Everything we're going to settle right here. Y'all got it? The majority of people that leave from this spot, they're who won. Y'all hear me? All right. I'm going to tell you, we put on our shirt, and I don't love Jesus. Right. So you think I'm going to get something? I don't know what, I have no conviction about nothing. Listen, that won't move me. I guarantee I ain't going to talk through my bed. I ain't going to be crying. I ain't going to ask the Lord nothing. Because it's in defense of our existence. Right. These folks wiping us out, man. They keep talking about, well, how many of us killing? How many of them killing us? That's right. And then they're killing a white person that's standing even the side with her. That's white people who should step. Okay, I got that with them niggas. But you killed two white guys. Nigga lovers. Yeah, they were nigga lovers. That's tight. They be like, that's tight. We got to stop that. If I'm white, I be saying, so what if you label me a nigga lover? And guess what they said? You're exactly right, I kill you too. Y'all saw what they did to Liz Cheney? Kicked her right out the party. Oh yeah, she done. She ain't a Republican no more. I always had to listen. These white folk that dirty. Because she said the election wasn't stolen. She can't be no Republican no more. She done. They kicked out. I always voted. Listen, no, out the party. Listen, when these crackers get pissed, they do stuff people ain't never heard of. These white folks ain't done with us. Listen, this is the day of the white man to come back to show all the niggas, all the stuff you want for all your nigga education, all your white education, all your money, your housing, all your fame, you still don't have no control. These white folk will take everything. That's why I call these rappers, the actors, these singers, because they have enough clout and money where if they pull together and they fanfare, get a concert and get the folk, y'all ready? Yeah, are y'all ready? But sit your ass down and listen. Right. And tell them the truth. That's right. So I got y'all here for a reason. Now, when you leave out of here, they can kill you. But we stopping it tonight. Yeah. Look at that black boy sitting on that stage. I don't believe everything them folks say. I don't know the boy. I don't listen to none of these rappers. But I'm not believing everything them folks say. That man was going along with killing them folk dying. Yeah. And they talking about somebody was in the crowd sticking them people with needles. That sound like the white government. They'll do that to you. Just like that boy dead, you get out here and you got your own rights to your own stuff. Just like Prince did. Where he at? Them jokers done testified by trying to make music with Prince, didn't it? They had that one boy, Prince, told him, said, you don't own your stuff. He said, I can't make nothing with you. No, they told him, didn't they? So you don't even own your stuff. So I can't make nothing with you. Prince like, y'all, they'll never get my money. You right, they got it now, you dead. That man, y'all know he ain't had nobody left his stuff to. Oh, no. His sister stepped in for stuff. They ain't got nothing. Nobody. That's all state. That's who would know that but the white man? That's right. Who would know when they killed him, all his stuff go? Y'all, what they say, he had a catalog with 1,900 songs he never published. 2,000. Y'all heard him, right? No. White, you know what that was? You know that was a message too? Jay-Z and every one of them other niggas. Run your mouth too much you want to, talking about what you finna get these ain't to do. You'll be dead just like him. Everybody know they killed Prince. Prince said, just let them done concert. They folks know they killed that man. Man, that's the prettiest hole y'all ever seen. Man, we ain't even no hole look like that the Prince came. Oh, I be hitting for them. Man, Prince was a faggot. You go find me on straight nigga pull a hole look like that. That's the only faggot friend I want with Prince. Man, pull a hole out, named out the fruit, Apollonia. Man, made fruit look pretty. Isn't that right? Talking about a magazine, vanity. Isn't that right? Mama did what Prince did. Tell the truth, had anybody seen that woman? I didn't even know they made women look like that back then. But you said, where Prince get them all from? Yeah, man, he dressed gay. Said, if he get her, give me 2 of them suits. Give me 2 of them and 4 pair of boots. Nigga coming up out to break his heel with them boots off. She wore a raspberry beret. Man, put it. Man, he made white folks sing. She leave. Anybody never did what Prince did? How y'all remember when he came out with Apollo now? When y'all ever seen a woman back then look like that? Man, the best we had seen back then was Jane Kennedy and folk like that. Shoot. I'm gonna buy them fruit holes. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Man, you read, man, he brought a whole that Shaloma used to talk about. He said, all this vanity. Prince said, I got one. Isn't that right? Had nobody seen that, boy? Solomon talked about it. Oh, said, all this vanity. Isn't that right? Man, I'm trying to tell these folks, wipe us out of here. Anytime one of us start up, Khalid Muhammad, they killed him. So did. I met Khalid. He tried to get me to join up when we talked. I said, well, he told me, he kept talking. I said, yeah, I was looking kind of thinking, yeah, all right. He said, yeah, you saw something new. So we shot it out with him. I said, yeah, I had to go home. We started talking. I said, yeah, I get these groceries, man, I get home. That man tried to shoot out the pole. I said, yeah, I go home. That man, yeah, Cleve told, he said, man, he said, you ain't see his brother? That brother said, Islam Lake. That rain had so many down that monster. Woo, we was in the dark. That light hit that. I said, God, the mother, no. He said, yeah, brother, we shot it out with him up down. He said, New York, we shot it out with him. I said, yeah, I go and take these groceries home, man. I ain't trying to shoot out the police, man. And that man, I said, you shot the police. Yeah, I get ready to go home, isn't it? Yeah, y'all see where Khalid got though, ain't it? Dead. Dead. See, you know what? His mind wasn't in the right place. See, it got too much part. I know, I didn't mean, I'd take out saying, Farrakhan just about had something to do with it too. They killed him. He didn't want nobody to take away. He was taking too many folk away from the movement. A lot of people don't caught on that stuff, realize all this stuff just a racket, man. A racket preachers and that's too much racket. You know what I want to see? That get some plain folk that just for right for people. Right. Everybody. We need it first because we've been the most oppressed. We need to hold everyone, these athletes, everyone, these singer, performer, actors, hold them accountable. Tell them, man, we're not supporting you. When you got a voice, you can do something. Look at that girl, Osama Lakalaki. What's her name here? She need a nigga name. I wouldn't have had all that problem. Let me tell you, you walk on somebody and tell your name Osaka, you're going to get punched in your chest. First, they need a nigga name. Man, you call soccer nigga like, y'all, I thought you said soccer. Get you a nigga name, what nigga name to suck. You never know nothing to sucker punch you. What happened? She ran out there, she had that mask on, had all them folk name on now. After that, boy, that nigga went, Walmart. I can't swing the tennis racket no more. I need to take a break. You see that happen? I'm telling you. Simone Bennett, I'm telling you, the white folk don't play that. That nigga flip, I'm getting dizzy. Nigga been flipping all her life. You a nigga, been swinging that. Soon as she grabbed the monkey ball, she let him go. Y'all playing, I'm telling you. All right, let me tell you something. I know it's funny. Man, white folks are pausing you, man. I'm telling you. I don't know what that girl would do. All of a sudden she got through, I gotta take a break. I can't swing on my mind. She kept showing them folks. They kept asking her. Every match she'd come out with a different man with somebody's name on. Y'all remember she was doing that? After that, what happened? Mine gone. I gotta take a break. I don't know, mental abuse. I don't know, mental illness. Same thing, Simone business. Soon as you finna testify on them white folk, mental illness. Yep. Why you want mental before that? That's right. You know why they messed up? She was going that limit. They didn't want her no more go. She was breaking the record. That's right. That year she was finna break. All of a sudden now, soon as she grabbed the, what? She fall off. Nigga go get her clothes, pull her hang out the rack, just fell out the car, butts, just fall in the car, boom, tear the sheetrock out. Man, stop it. Man, that girl been flipping, she was 6 months. Right. Oh, she can't even pull her hang out the rack, Lee. All they do, I'm telling you, y'all be sitting around thinking, listen, you don't just jump up and do it. She ain't the first person to do that. Them folks flipping her equilibrium, she'd have been, before now, she'd have been show sign. Them crackers let her know, you coming on, man. I can't hear you breaking on white folk record. Yep. When y'all go to them limit, them for white folks. Why y'all think Russia them give them all that stuff? Right. China got folks in that man, 75 years old competing. Skin lip. Man, China putting folks like they were 12 years, them bastards were 20 something. Y'all remember they busted China for all them grown folks? How them out there compete getting 12 years old because they so little? Nigga, 37 years old. They like, man, that little 10-year-old fat. They like, man, Chinese fat. They want to pull that health and versatility. You 37? Because they don't get that tall. Hold on. Who in here don't remember China was using them grown folk? They were faking like they were teenagers. I ain't making this stuff up. They were using grown 20-something-year-old folk getting teenagers. All of them cheat. Russia, all they do is cheat. When we were Rocky, we knew they cheated. I still think London Dolphin is German, is Russian. You shouldn't have never played one. Pissed me off he let Apollo die like that. But I tell you what, white boy whoop me like that, I'll throw the towel in. Somebody don't throw the towel out, nigga, give me that towel. You don't wipe your mouth, no, throw it in. Y'all seen that fight, that joker was getting ready to fight, they walked in the ring, that joker standing there. They said, that joker said, ding, ding, that joker, got that rope, walked out that joker. Y'all didn't see the fight? How many of y'all didn't see it? Man, pull that thing, let these folks sit there. This just happened, y'all ain't seen it. This nigga, you ain't seen it for real? There, you need to see that. Oh, boy, ready. You tell he trained. Drop them things now. Go on hit that right quick when you drop them. Most Kudash Abba, separated Father, how do thanks. All the Tudah thanksgiving is unto you through Yahushua Mashiach. For all you done and you rendered unto us, for sparing our Kai, giving us an opportunity to assemble one more time, to make amends for all the things we've done and those of our Abba. Asking you to forgive us for our trespasses, our ma'al, for our sins, which are kata, before it's everlasting too late. We palau unto you that you will baraka us and lamed us and grant us the Ruach HaKadosh. We need it. We need you to seal, not one, but all of your arm, the potential of your arm, those that yakra upon you in foreign lands. All of us are having an opportunity to turn from the foreign deities, the idol gods and worships that we took on from our oppressors and our enemies, how we were evilly entreated, how we were lied to and things were falsified, how we were demonized even unto ourselves, that we had served a relationship that was so great that you established with our Abraham, Yitzchak, Jacob, the Yahudim and Yasharal to the Tuladaf, even unto us, the Berith, which is the covenant that you Shabbat, that you vowed, that you would recover the Nun, which is their seed, and their seed, even unto us. Your debar has still been prevalent, still been effective, still been solid, still been the thing to substantiate us. We're sorry for our procrastination, our hesitation, for our lusting and being lured after other things and potential false riches versus the riches of the knowledge of which you've given the wisdom and understanding, which is the serenity and the shalom, the peace that surpasses all understanding. I do. We ask that you baraka those that could not be here, had a love, had a desire. Baraka those that still afflicted, that are going through. Strengthen us with all to do your will. Make us talmim, that we falter, that we faint not. We need you to be our yasha. We're in trouble. We've been oppressed. We depend, we lean to people that are pagan worshipers, deniers of the Amat, haters of your Debar. Now we palau unto you to recover us, strengthen our hands, strengthen our regal, our feet, strengthen us to do your will, not to be self-will, not to be minded of our own ideas, but that we be the arm that you yakra for in the last and Russia, evil days. We need you. As we prepare to move further, search us. We know the things that we've done. We know the things that hold us and prolong us from being your arm, totally, wholly sold out. Grant us the wisdom. Grant us the strength. Grant us the heart to cast away all doubt and disbelief. Cast away all prolonging and hindrance, that we can completely submit to your will. And as we move further, take full control. That the Tahalim, the praise, Kabul, the glory, Kabod, the honor, it be unto you through and by Yahushua HaMashiach. In his Shem, let us all say, Amen. Whew. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. Whew. Let it down. Let's sit at a short time. You can show it to them coming up to the ring. Can you back it up? No. This is probably one of the greatest fights ever been done. Jam-packed. Now go ahead and say jam-packed.
Stream 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year with YouTube.
2018, there was a boxing match between...
Well, just get it from where you can find it. I won't put you through all that. We got to get in the move. I appreciate that, though. Appreciate y'all trying to.
Do not blink. Of his 5 professional bouts, 4 of them have been done in the first round. So he loves to bring an end to opponents in quick fashion. And Curtis Humberton has walked out of the ring.
Wait, no.
That's a jam up here. Well, it should have made him the winner. So, with saying that, and the reason why I show y'all that too, what that man did is what we need to do. Yep. You heard what they just said, right? They asked y'all not to blink. They said this man fights in the first round, he pretty much lays them out. And if you blink, you're gonna miss it. You know what that nigga looked at? I ain't finna be another nigga knocked out, laid out here in the first round. I know what's coming. Let me go and get out of it. Those folks say, that's a stupid fight. He looking at it ain't stupid when you look at getting hurt. When somebody hits you and knock you unconscious, your brain can't take but so many times. That's a hit that your brain didn't catch. And that man looked at it don't make sense to sit here and get myself knocked out. I know where I'm at. Now you ask yourself that. You heard the folk born. That turned them around, didn't it? Why we keep worrying about what folk gonna say if we walk away?
That's right.
At the end of the day, he looked at for. I'm just being honest with you. People think about it. You think he ain't thought about that? What come with that? You'll never get another fight behind this. But you know, he looked at. I mean, just think about it for him. People can say they won't. The man wasn't stupid. Y'all saw him say that and they said, don't blink. They said most of his fights have been first round and he knocked him out. That man looked at. Does it really make sense for me to sit out here and get knocked out? I know where I'm at. Leave. I know this gonna cost me. I ain't gonna get another match. This messed up a lot of money with a lot of people. They're gonna run me. It's going. But at the end of the day, you know who you have to look at? You got to satisfy. You know what we'd have done, won't it? I just gotta take that butt whipping. Why you gotta take it?
Right, you don't.
Folks don't realize you don't. Them people out there paying that money ain't the people got to go to the hospital. Right. They ain't the people when you walk around like Muhammad Ali like this. They ain't saying to be funny. Some of these guys really start thinking about, hey man, I don't want to do it.
Right.
People don't look at, man, you keep hitting the person in the eye. Eventually you busting up vessel, you will damage their sight. You see Sugar Ray Leonard, he's still commentating and he ain't on TV. That man at home commentating, it ain't no fight going on. You know, it is. It's, you know, people look at what we enjoy, we want to see. Just like some of the football players. I remember that guy walked out for VD, his brother walked off. He got on the play, man, they had to play. I think playing with New York, he was out there the line, and he made a tackle. He got up and left. Right there, he went straight up, wrote a note, said, listen, I'm done. He said, when he did that tackle, he said, realize, what am I doing out here? He said, man, I'm talking. Listen, he didn't wait to have, left. They were pissed. They said, I don't respect it. He quit the team. That man said, I looked at my age, I'm on that field. He said he hit that, he made that tackle. He was like, man, what am I doing out here? He said, he wrote them juggles a nice note. He said, I'm gone. White boy from San Francisco, quarterback, they had got it now. He quit on him. First thing he told him, he said, listen, he said, man, my health is worth more than this. I quit. They were like, that's crazy. He in the NFL quarterback. Everybody ain't for everybody. These folks looking at, man, you ain't gonna take but so many. The right, wrong hit is your career.
Yep, that's right.
So some of these folks just realize, man, it ain't. You want to see that stuff. You be, man, hit him, lay him out. You talking about hit me, lay me out. Nigga, you crazy, I'm gone.
That's right.
You want a nigga talking, man, kid, take him out. You talking about taking me out. He know Bo quit, didn't he? Bo let him have it, didn't he, Bossy? Bo let him have it, didn't he? When he found they were putting headhunter out for him. He let him have it, he quit. Kansas City let him know, I'm done, I'm out. The joker tell you, hey, what's out there? Say, yeah, they told her to take you out. He said, I'm done. I'm out of here. So many people get to a point you start realizing the fans want something. These folks trying to kill me out here. Right. You want to see a good game. You like, these niggas look at, I'm the nigga getting hit. Them boys getting laid out, stretched out, then they got to hear some foolishness. If you ride out on the cart, man, I don't even respect you. That's why them guys sat here and let them carry out. You know they consider you the weak if you ride on the cart. So these guys got to hobble out of here hurt, lay on the field and try to get up so folks can cut. Oh, they'll tell you, oh, if you ride on that cart, they consider you weak. That's weak. Let me tell you something. I'll ride out on the cart. I'll ride back in on the cart. Every play they call me out, sit in the cart.
Yep. That's right.
So y'all niggas say what you want to, and I be holding my cunt, and I'm getting paid. Yep. I'm like, Florida, I ain't got to read no whole page, no Harry Potter. I just made $100 million. Yeah. You read Harry Potter.
That's right.
Someone he'll get $700,000 in the charity in Florida. I just made $190 million one night. Nigga, put that money and burn it somewhere. Yeah. But see, I'm just telling y'all, this is the problem we got. Our pride will stay into something and we'll go down and we'll wind up hurting ourselves. We need pride where we care about ourselves. That's why we losing in America. I just got to keep going. You can't keep going when you can't win. That man knew, they know when they get in the ring, ain't but one person going to win. And you know if a person better trained, you can put that wolf up you want to. When he starts swinging and that bell go loose, that's you. Yeah. He got fighting for money. That man looked at this fat stomach. Man, you hit that fat thing 2 good, 3 good times. That Joe he gonna shoot them draws up full of, ain't gonna be a bunch of dog spots on them. Man, they don't realize how hard them folk be hit. These folk have no idea. These folk look at, you want to see a good fight. These folk look at, I'm the person getting the beat. That man knew he wanted. That man want to go somewhere and eat some more ho-hos. That's why he learned what we'll learn. People stop talking about you. At the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, everybody, learn to care about yourself first. Yeah. Don't be scared to walk away from something that ain't worth your time. At the end of the day, I tell anybody, you have to feel good about yourself. It ain't about what folk think. Them same folk hollering at him then, they holler for one thing. When you make your own mind decision, of course they gonna hate you because you don't do what I want you to do. Right. But you gotta start looking at what's best for you at the end of the day. Y'all got it? All right, we'll move on now. I just want y'all to see that. I ain't mad at him. Vegas is pissed with him. This is Romans 15:4. Y'all know why we're using this. Need a foundation. All right? Let's see. Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
For whatever was written before.
Nikatab for our alignment.
It was written to teach us.
That we through endurance.
So that through endurance.
In the Nakum of the Ketubim.
Do what?
Might have tikva.
Tikva. And we talked about that tikva is a cord. Right? That cord can be a big help to us. In a lot of sense, in a lot of instances. We've seen situations where cords were beneficial to people. They even used cords when Jeremiah was in prison. Did y'all know that? Jeremiah was put in prison. That's why his name fit him, Jeremiah. It means, he was in prison. They took rags, clotted rags, and tied him up, and they put him on him, and they pulled him up from the dungeon. He was exalted. Y'all know that? So a lot of these things make sense, so you can see what things come in and be a relief for. That's what we're looking for in the world. When we're looking at what we deal with today in today's society, white America, it's just a system. I mean, for us, we have nothing but the debacle. And that's a reason why. Because in the other thing, we'll look to them. There were cases and situations in where we fought to deliver ourselves. There were times when Yahuwah saw fit that you won't fight this one, because otherwise you'll look to yourself. There was situations we were put in so we will learn to look to Yahuwah. Y'all got it? This is one of those situations. Mm-hmm. The Negro had looked to himself, and that's why it's failed. See, we can look at why white people are successful. When I say white, the system, not every white person, white people, because they don't look to Elohim. Elohim was never promised to these people. For us, we have a commitment. We have a lifelong commitment. We are the seed, the noon of Abraham. He needs Abraham's seed to come back and get the benefits. Let's look at something right quick. See if that's the 19th chapter of the book of Barashit. Is it 26? Let's see 26 on 1. Since I talked a little while, I ain't gonna try to hold y'all long. Most how willing, I try to be mindful of my time. Try to get out. Boston made me look bad all them time. All right, we out. Look at him, folks out here so quick. I said, these niggas think they just gonna be getting out of here. Mm-hmm. Y'all know y'all 2-hour niggas, 3-hour niggas. Right. Get y'all trying to leave out here like that. I'll go get Kyle Rittenhouse to sit out front of that door. I say, anybody, and them jokers come out that door, they coming at you trying to charge you to get your gun, Kyle. How a nigga fall out in the court and land in his chair with your eye open? Man, you can't fall out with your eye open sitting down. When you fall out, you fall like this. Just stop it. Ain't that right? He a better actor than OJ was. OJ said, yes, and she's still dead. Like, OJ. All right. Oh, my goodness. He put 1926. That's at 26-1. Talking about Lut and his Ashar. That's tight. Well, what I will say. We can work that too. Who put that 1926 up down? No, I didn't say 26-1. I said 19-6. 26. All right, we'll use that then. 1926. That ain't what I wanted, but we'll use it. I mean, it's in the book. We can use it. All right, let's see, 1926. This is Barashit. They say I called 1926, but I said that, but my hand was over him saying something else. That's tight. And this is what I call 1926. That's tight. We'll work it then. All right, let's see. Listen.
But his Ashar looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
That's tight. Y'all see what happened? What happened, Lee?
But his Ashar looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
That's tight. Now, from reading right here, I mean, we can, let me see, what's 26? Let's stay right here for a second, come on. But here's a Shah, his Isha. We say Shah, you Isha, for the wife. From Isha, because it came out from him. From behind him, his wife from behind him looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. So now we had to go back and find out what were they told, right? So jump that up to say 19, I don't know, see 20? Jump up, let's see what 20 says. Some kind of way we'll work it out. Okay. I don't know, do 19. See 1918. 1920 might be. Give me 1918. Let's see where they go. All right, listen.
And Lut said unto them, Oh, not so, my Adon. Behold, now thou Bod hath found conceit in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy Rakam, which thou hast shewed unto me in saving my Kai.
Yeah.
And I cannot escape to the Har, lest some Rosha take me and I moot.
Yes. 17? Let's see what 17 is like. Carrie said 17. Let's see what 17 is like. Okay.
And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy Kai, look not behind thee.
Thank you. And do what?
Look not behind thee.
And do what?
Neither stay thou in all the plain.
Do what?
Escape to the Har, lest thou be consumed.
You see what he told them? See, these are things that are particulars for us that we have to pay attention to. You know, when we read, let's look at something. Now, based off of what we just read right here, we read the result of what happened when you don't, but this is what they were told. And it was, as they led them outside, he said, escape for your Kai, do not look behind you, and do not stay in the valley. Escape to the Harim, it's plural, I say probably Harim, I say Harim, plural typically is there, lest you shall be swept away. So not only were you told what to do, you were told what was the penalty if you didn't do exactly what you were told. Let's look at the second chapter of the book of Abarim, 2 and 1. They call it Hebrews Abarim. 2 and 1. Okay. Listen.
Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed
We ought to pay the more attention.
to the things which we have shama,
I couldn't imagine.
lest at any time
We should do what?
drift away.
Be swept away. Who else I'm going to correlate it with? See that? Wind up getting drifting off. You wind up getting off. Because think about it. She might say she paid attention, but it was that you should put a little more emphasis on making sure that you follow it exactly to the letter of what they'll say, the letter of the law.
Right.
And we know this because he was restricted for it because of what he told Mushah. See? All things. That was the first thing he told him. See that you do all things after the pattern which meant he limited it. That's what we talked about. He showed him. Hello?
Yes, sir.
That ain't all in 10, 20, 19. He said, I will show you that which is noted.
10:23.
Ain't that right?
Yes,
So
sir.
it was a demonstrate. I'm going to show you in a way where you'll have a demonstration. And that's key for us because I'm telling you what we do. We tend to hold to pieces and bits and think we got the whole thing. Now, she did do what he told her. She did escape for her life. but she looked back. Y'all know that? That's what she did. She did look back versus what we were told. See, now, the only reason you'll tell this because this is going to be written to the Abarine people on the other side, and Luke would be one of them. Therefore, we have to pay more, that which we have shama, lest at any time, see, that because you know what happened, and this is where we at, the way y'all saying, we drifted. We just didn't know it. We drifted. We drift. Because you'll start holding to some things, and as things keep progressing, things will get a little lax. You'll think, well, maybe, I ain't heard in a while, so, And you start letting little things go, and before you know it, you'll see you kind of offset. That's what we were not trying to do. The reason why he made penalty so severe, that you would make sure that you would be on a constant, that you never broke protocol. Because what we'll tend to do is, let's make sure we stay with the major stuff: adultery, fornication, keeping Shabbat. Don't get drunk. Don't fornicate. These are major big things, but there are a lot of things that we think are minute that are just as major. And that's what he was always trying to keep them to be mindful of. The things that I'm telling you are constant. They never go away. Whether you hadn't heard them in a week or a month, because there's so much ground we got to cover, and we'll get comfortable and say, well, I ain't heard in a while. Do we still do that? Go ask him. I ain't gonna ask him. They ain't messing around here. Start preaching it. Yeah. Versus when you get it, you have to continue to just stockpile. You know what I'm saying? You just continue to look at, when you add information, you're not deleting information from the word that you've already got. Sometimes, now we on this, so that, no. Everything is a constant. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at things, this makes sense to who? You know who would have liked to have heard this? Luke Isha. Boy, and you tell her that now, she'll say, Aman. Yeah, because you'll mess around, you'll drift. You'll get off. That's why it's so imperative when we come that we are alert and conscious to what we're hearing, because these are protocols, he said, and if you miss them and you were told and you didn't do them, you're in violation. At that point, you're a sinner, because you missed the mark. She missed the mark. The people that he was going to destroy in Sodom and Gomorrah, these were transgressors. These were transgressors. So now, I only picked you and took you from among them because of the commitment, because of who you attached to. Abraham called him his who? That's right, his Ak, because Ak also stands for nephew. Who put up there? He was his nephew. He called him his Ak because Ak don't just cover brother, it also called a relative, a kinsman. Yeah, it don't just cover, we just say that. Yeah. Now, the only reason they could know that and they could put that there because of Abraham's speech. So since he used it, the word Ak, and we can definitively show that that was his brother's son, then Ak would have to cover. It ain't because they smart. It's something because I heard you use that word, so it don't just cover a brother.
Right.
It can cover a male relative.
Right.
I say, Austin is my Ak. He said, oh, okay, y'all brother. No, he's my son. He's a relative. He's my relative.
Right.
You got it? Okay. It's Ak. Yeah, Ak. That one, another kindred. No, let's see. So have another one. Who is that? Lexicon. See if lexicon show it. It's like another brother, no brotherly. See if it does it in lexicon. Let's see. Brother, praying, half brother, stuff is different. Each other, my brother, kindred. What's the resemblance? So you can also use it for resemblance. a reciprocal relationship. Half brother, same father, brother, same parents. Can't compare. I know ain't crazy. Should have him for nephew too. We'll get it. Who? Ock should show it. Ock should show brother, nephew, relative, nephew. Probably look it up somewhere else then. I know I found this in Google. Well, probably they're gonna do the same thing anyway. We'll come back and find it. I'll find it and get it back and I'll show it to you. So I don't want to lose them on that false shot. I appreciate it though, y'all. We'll get And we look at this because it's important for us to consider where we err at. We more or less will keep certain things. And this was the problem he had when it came down to the parashim. He told them how they swallowed a camel and they strain at a gnat.
That's right.
And that's the problem. That's something that we want to try to make sure we're mindful of. We'll look at we've done enough to justify our relationship, as we saw who do. Shaul. Because he said Baraka Yahuwah, didn't he? Why he said that? Because I did everything he told me. That's what he said, Baraka Yahuwah. Baraka Hashem, because I've done everything he told me. So we start looking what happened to you, drill. And this man wound up losing his position with you and made Yahuwah put himself in position. He said, I regret I ever put you over my arm. I regret it. Worst decision I made. Some people say it's just a decision I've liked to have never made. And that was a decision that put him where he took him down, even to moot from being over his arm. And a lot of time what we'll look at and we'll think and we'll see is, well, I'm still alive, I'm going. And this is what precious to me, is the fact Yahuwah hadn't cut us off for the things we've done. Right. We find people, I mean, Shaul ain't made no bigger mistake than a whole bunch of them made. And he ain't cut us off the moot. Still kept us around, still giving all that. And that's where you come in to appreciate Khan. You have to. You talking about one time? Well, how many of y'all in here only messed up one time? You gotta appreciate it. And then to come along and not make sure that we don't actually make sure that we're following according to the letter and making sure we're not altering, not detouring, not making excuses for it, because we got to meet them all. So let's look at something based off of where, you found somebody? Let's say. He said, go up a little bit. Let's say a preacher, he said, go back up. No, I'm sorry, go back down, come down. Come down, I'm sorry. No, come down. Down. We're going the wrong way, down. Where we at? Right here. Yeah, right here. Laban, just see that? Nephew. Appreciate it. I ain't too old. I'm saying, there's some stuff I remember now. I remember some stuff. So you see nephew. But see, so you just know these people they're not smarter than you. It's just they listen to their speech. Now all you do is associate their speech with what you see them do. So that's how they correlate. It ain't they smart, they figured out is you use the word, that's not your literal brother. But that's your nephew, so Ark has to also cover nephew. So we had to start looking at the pattern of how our people, how these oppressors come up and they know to me, they don't. They just watch you and pay attention to what you do. Come back and write down and give it back to you, and they look like they some kind of great, some knowledgeable people that know your language. None of these people, it's impossible to be fluid in our language. Our language has been altered too many times. That's right. Nobody can be fluid in our language. You're going to be lying. I talked about that with somebody else. I was talking to Lino, I was telling him, who am I going to use? I was telling him how it's like a person that when they move to another region, somebody from New York moved to the South. They stay down here long enough, they go back up there, get what they're going to say. You sound country. Now to them, they still sound the same. Well, how many of y'all done ran that? You move somewhere else, say, Man, you sound, you talk different. You go back, you'll be, and you don't realize it. So let me explain. Let me get this straight. How many of y'all ever been told that since you moved, you went back? Hold on, stop. Britt, you from Florida. You can't get no more low bottom than that, baby. All they could have said, woo, you sound so much better. Now, but so, how many of y'all ever been told that where you moved from? Hold on. Let me do it about Rose. I got this. Hold on for a minute. Aaron, you're from Florida. What could they have told you? That you got better?
They talk different up here.
He said talk different. What they told you? You sound better?
Well, people up here say I sound country.
People up here sound country.
No, people up here told me I sound.
Boston, Miami, they call that the top, the middle. What they call that? The bottom? That's how I want to make sure. The bottom. Now, the only person who really can get away with this and be justified is Kashi. Because Kashi said, but in saying that, I want you to just kind of get me here, and Kevin raised his hand from Chicago. He'll still sound like a Chicagoan to us, but to people that's actually in Chicago who's still there, they'll pick it up right off and know it sounds different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to impede on his speech in certain areas. So let me see. Yasharal went into captivity, 18 years, 49 years, 70 years, 431 years, and still in captivity. You tell me they kept the same speech? No, don't change. None of their words, none of their speech altered.
Impossible.
Exactly. Because when you continue to be conversating with people, guess what happened? Even Yeshayahu, let's see what happened. See if that's the 6th chapter of the book of Yeshayahu. That the right one, Jahid? That'll justify want it. No, I ain't being funny real. It will. Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah. No. Don't do that. That thing that still break Canada down now. Man, in his car, trying to do his thing, that man said, man, take me over here. He said, Captain, I got to go here. Man, take me. You ain't no saint. I took that man's car over with that stuff. You know that was reverence abuse. Yeah, reverend abuse. Let's see that. Yeshayahu 6:1. Let's see what he told her. So, and saying that now Boston knowledgeable in a lot of the words and rooting them back, which is important. We have to know. But what gets us is a lot of times the enunciations that we get them from people who got a defect and fault in their speech. So when they give it to us, they give it to it in their dialect. That's why you look at lexicon deals with linguistics. So you're dealing with languages. There's no way you're going to be fluent in every language. You're going to enunciate everything. You might say it, but that's not actually how it's properly pronounced in a lot of times. You can speak enough where somebody said, I know what you're saying. I know what you're trying. Like some people speak Spanish, you're not saying exact. It's certain things you have to key in on a cue. Am I correct? But you'll be saying, I speak Spanish, and you'll speak it. They say, I know what you're trying to say. But I can assure you that you're somewhere off on you. You don't talk to people that know, say, I speak Spanish, they speak, you can perceive what they're saying because it's close enough, but you're off. Y'all got what I'm saying? And now, let me tell you something. This is me. I don't believe nobody is direct on with it. It's been too much altering. I'm just being honest. I think we're getting close because it doesn't make sense for him to say he's going to come back and restore a pure language. You can't restore something I got. Restore me my watch.
You got it. You already got it.
Restore me my ring.
You already got it.
If I don't have it, no. When I go to a niggas like, if I get it, no, it ain't that serious. This is only demonstration. That man done tore that pew off right there. Candy, you back this time? Now you can restore it. Because guess what? You back. He's back. But no, he's restoring it because what? I lost it. It was taken, or I gave it up, or I surrendered it. So he's able to give it back because I don't have it. So this is me. I like to be transparent, y'all, be honest. I don't believe it, especially when it's coming from them. I don't, because they can't pronounce Mexico. There is no such place on the planet called Mexico. You speak Spanish, am I correct? Is there a Mexico? Go to any white person and say, what's that text on the side? This talking about Mexico? These are the same people trying to tell you Arbory. And they write it just like they enunciate it. So now they'll come on and give us our language and tell us this how it's pronounced. And you got the dialect of people from Europe. Oscar Nash telling us how to do it. That's just being honest. I'll just be flat with you. I don't believe these people. I don't believe none of these folks know what they're doing. I think we're close in some proximity, but now we got to be mindful because look at the people giving it to. These people don't know what they telling us. First of all, they didn't never taught these people. To tell you that Ark means nephew, and I just used that so we were taught just to show you. Did you talk to him and he told you that?
Aye.
You took, because he said he was his Ark, and you included nephew.
Yep.
But Ark is not just relative Ark. That's a close bond relationship. So since it's a nephew, they're associated in, well, nephew is Ark too.
Yep.
Just throw it in the pot. So now you'll start saying, you know, Ark is nephew and brother. You're saying, how is it nephew and brother? Because they just keep putting stuff together and they go through and read and say, okay, we just put this together. White speech couldn't be that because our bond is the bond we have because both of us were the one that were drawn out. Mm-hmm. We were brought out together. I left with my Isha. I left with my nephew. And we, just like Ark, because we had a strong, committed relationship because of our belief. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes because they give a meaning of word, don't mean they right. It's just simple. That's what it's got to mean. Y'all got what I'm saying? So a lot of times they give us stuff, we might run and say, this is what everything means, but you're dealing with people that weren't even there who's taking, Cannon wrote a book back in, 1675. That Leon got it, and he wrote similar in 1736. Then Justin got it in 1834. Then Chris got it in 1976. Then Daniel got it in 2021. And this is what it means. All his information comes from all these people he trade back to. Ain't none of these people talk to these people. By the time they can get anything they got, y'all know how many times our language done been distorted and twisted? How many times you think it's been distorted? The latest person we can go back to do any of this recording writing is probably 15, 14, 1,200. You know how many times them folks been in captivity? By that time after they was in captivity. You've been under the Greeks. You've been under the Latins. You've been under the the Iranians who mixed with Russian. You have so much mixture going on with the people you dealt with, so you're going to give me back and say, yeah, that's how I said. I'm just giving y'all food for thought. So if y'all see how I move, I do stuff, I'm kind of funny with it, because I can't be sold on what you're saying. Now, I can't 100% buy into what you tell me unless you can show this guy talked with him, that's what he said it was. Y'all got to remember something. This is our oppressors. Yep. Do me a favor, Bassa. Google. Just type in this. I'm just. How to speak Hebrew. Yeah, that's about what we're doing. We hoping to do it. Learn Hebrew online, where? From the synagogue? From home. Now go back up there and put learn Hebrew. Learn Hebrew online at home, where Rosen School of Hebrew. Who is Rosen? That's what I'm saying. Our Hebrew courses. Can you put him learn Hebrew to speak to God? Learn Hebrew to speak in 4 hours. Do me a favor, boss. Now we're going to go up here. Learn to speak Abari. You already got to learn, yeah. You saw that again, suggest the word down there saying no. Because Google is telling him, no, we're not doing it. Look, learn to speak about. You hear what they ask him, do you mean? You think Google don't know what he just asked? Because Google suggested. There's no reason for him to be asking this. There is no reason. Did you mean, Buster, that you want to learn about? Because it's asking you. You couldn't have been taught. I thought you want the official Rosetta Stone? Just look at them. Let me see what it. Don't take that out. Let's scroll down. Let me see how many more suggestions they got. I'm just shocked. I ain't never done this. Learning the Abari language, double letters. CACH. What does they got for us? Learn language online, language learner success. I don't know who is that. Duolingo. So speaking more than one language. 2 language, duo is duo. Yeah, okay. Speak language center. So hold on, stop for a second. Listen. Offer customized online language lesson in 22 languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, Arabic, Russian, Korean, German, and more. Missing. Why y'all think this is? Why y'all think this is? Did we have that problem with learn? Let's do it again, boss, because learn Hebrew. No, learn to speak Hebrew. Let's do learn to speak Hebrew. So I got to say that Hebrew. It should block us. You shouldn't be able to find that. Speak it in 4 hours. Anything else on here, boss? That's probably the only thing. Learn to speak. How about doing it in 1 hour, boss? You ain't got that much time. What's we got? This is all you need to speak. Listen, this is all you need to do to speak Hebrew. See, what I'm trying to just show y'all, do you see these people ain't stupid? They give you what they know is safe to keep you from what you need to know. You start playing around with stuff, there was no reason for that to be up there. That's why the first day stopped them. Did you mean you want to learn about? They're trying to push you away. Ain't no resistance for no Hebrew. Do y'all see that? When y'all want to do it? You want to do it an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours? How quick you want to learn it? Because guess what? I'm going to keep you away from what you need to know.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, you can learn in 25 minutes. If some of y'all got to hurry up and go. Look at all that. Did you find this in Abari?
No, sir.
25 minutes, 1 hour? Why y'all think y'all can just find any more bodies? Is there anything else? I'm just trying to just show people, look, 50 minutes. Baby, it's all this stuff. What you want to learn? Rosetta Stone? Rosetta ain't Abari. That's Spanish.
Yeah, it is.
Why somebody Spanish gonna teach me something about Abari? But I'm just trying to get y'all to see. You see this? They know how to get when information is that quick to your hands, because Google is a suggestive site. Yep. You don't pick nothing. Google gives you their top of what they want you to know. You don't go where you want to go on Google. Google knows exactly what they're doing. That's why they track you. They send a report to let these people know these niggas is trying to learn to speak Hebrew.
Yep.
This is going back to them. Just like they gonna know, them niggas were asking about Abari. Most of y'all don't know me, y'all putting on Google search, they going back to a database. You being reported. How many of y'all didn't know you being reported? I'm telling you, they letting them know what you're looking for. Because why you trying to learn to speak Hebrew? But see, we'll put you over here and we're going to throw in 1 hour. You can talk to God and get saved. 25 minutes. That's a scam. Hey, you ain't got to have a 30 minutes. Give me 40 minutes. Come, 25 minutes. What you got? 10 minutes? Because you know what? It's that simple. We go through the Naku. You see how hard Naku is. And you're going to tell me, so you ain't going to tell me Naku everything in 1 hour. Because it's all a game.
Right.
It's all a game, and this is how people play us. That's why I just want y'all to see for yourself. We have to be so conscious. Now, let me say conscious. You gotta learn it. Don't criticize it and don't know it. You need to know it so you can sit down and consider what are these people objective. Because the people that know it, it's almost impossible to study something to that length and not have any involvement with it. Y'all got what I'm saying? It's kind of like a relationship. The more time you get with it, the more you tend to be interlocked with it.
Right.
When these people can get it, be the most fluent people of it, the most knowledgeable people of it, but they ain't my religion. I want to know more about the Klan than a cracker.
Nope.
I'm going to teach a cracker about the Klan from my research, my work. They don't let me in their world enough to know that much. I know some basics. I know some stuff David do. That's impressive. But you ain't going to know more. I'm going to sit down, Klan. I'm going to teach y'all how to speak Klan. I'm going to teach you how to speak KKK. They not gonna let me. Nigga, you better get out of my face. I'm just, y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? The people only give you, these people don't access no information at your fingertips like that. Do y'all understand? Do y'all know why y'all were told about not oppressing a stranger?
Because we were strangers.
Because you was a stranger. That's exactly right. That's all we got. Stop. If he cried out, and if I hear him, I'm going to avenge him. That's why you were told not to oppress him. I hear oppressed people. The people that gave you this book, that's written in that book. You think I gave you that book and you know how to cry? Because if you did, nigga, you should have never been in the situation you was in. Because you don't know how to cry. In the book declared one said cry. And what did he say? What shall I cry? What that you'll hear. Why would he ask how to cry? Cry. He wanted to know, what did you want me to cry out? Y'all actually think, I just want y'all to be conscious. Do y'all niggas actually think that these folk that let you pull up, we can pull up on their computer what we want and get what we need?
Not at all.
We wouldn't be in this situation.
That's right.
What did he tell the people in Misraim? What he told Musa?
I heard the cry.
And I came down for it. If we knew how to actually call that man the way we're supposed to do y'all actually think this stuff still be going on?
No, sir.
We'd have had a Yasha.
That's right.
That's what he sent Musa for, because I heard them.
That's right.
Now, they're going to want to know, guess what? Unlike us, if you're in a situation hurt, it don't make no difference who come get me. For them, they want to know, what is his Shem? Why did they want to know his name? What difference you care about a man's name if he help you? That's tight. They want to know what was his name. Even when the man was blind, and the man was born blind and mute, when Yahushua healed him, you know what them folk want to find out? They want to know where he was from.
Right.
He want to know why it was a strange thing. Because they know we don't operate like that. We don't fool around with that, pop up from somewhere, nobody know who you're healing. We don't play them games. He said, why was it a strange thing? The man that opened my eyes, that's all I care about. They looked at, no. We didn't know where he came from. Because when we had somebody come down and deliver this, we need to know something about you and did you attach to him?
Right.
I know. See, that they count on us to be that nigga. Some homeless guy, some stranger. No. We need to know, what is his name? When Yaakov were on the ground wrestling, what do you want to know?
Want to know his name.
Peace out, my nigga. That's all I'm worried about. Give me some. Don't worry about it. You fine. I see why folks ask questions where you from. Now, don't worry about it. You never. Liz, he messed up. Can you do it? Peace out. I'm good. I'm not just my legs straight. I'm good. No. What is your name? He want to know. And he said, why would he want to know? Why would you ask out of my Shem? Where y'all think we got that from? What's your name? Yeah. You came down from Shemaim and we said, what is your name? In Manoah, the Abba of Shamshun. When he came down and told them about they were going to have a bin, he had met his aim and taught them. No, they want to know, what's your name? They said, so we can offer up something for you. We the only niggas don't care about the name. These people persisted on the ship. They said, so we could offer something up for you. He said, if you offer something, do it to Elohim.
Yeah, that's right.
That's been our custom. What's your name? Y'all think these crackers actually done sat here and let them loose Will Alfred and got this stuff right? I just need y'all to focus. We on a journey. We're on a journey. Everything I need, I got it. We're going to work this out. We're going to peel back the fat. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, but we know we got to get this behavior right.
That's right.
We got to get this right. These people ain't gave us nothing. No, too many folk that interrupted. Wait, you couldn't get all of the Aubrey Hebrew people together, we can all agree on the name.
Nope. That's right.
That's part of the confusion they put down. Elohim told us he didn't do it. He said, nope. He said, I'm not author no confusion.
Yes, sir.
I'm not no author of confusion. Who you think wrote these books? Elohim told you, I didn't write that stuff now. When we got the Amar, Yahuwah said, I wrote that.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Then, when we got it, he told her, I wrote it.
Yes, sir.
Tell them folk that's my writing and I wrote it with my own hand.
Yes, sir.
This other stuff, that's why he told you, I'm not no author of no confusion.
That's right.
That man told, he told just like Pelosi told you. He said, what I written, that's what I wrote.
That's right.
Ain't that right? Don't tell Pelosi don't do it. He said, no, sir, what I wrote, that's what I wrote. All this other stuff folk done got here talking about them, stop telling them lies. But I just want y'all to see how I think. I don't think it's fair to tell y'all something you don't know how I think. I don't subscribe to everything these folks say. It don't make sense. It don't make sense that we can sit here, we can go through all this stuff, get all this stuff and got together. I'm more prone to the ancient. He gonna get up back to purity to me. You're gonna get me right back to where you started. Let me tell you why I say that. Why? Y'all here say the ancient. Ancient, the oldest, beginning, start. Why the man gonna tell me if I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna have to convert? What that is? I'm gonna get back to the purest form. Why did Nicodemus want to know about being born again? He kept telling y'all got to get back to the purest form. You can't get no pure down the bay the first stage. He been told to go back. Do your first works over. First thing we got from the man gave us the ancient. And you can't deny. How I'm going to take the olive and make it the two? How I'm going to take the olive and make it the zinc? You can't do it. You operate from where it is. Everything we got, you can flip and make, and you get some other form and throw something else, and you can I-E-O it and a V. They ain't even a vowel. I'm so confused. How you made a V a vowel? White people have created a system called the vowel system. The vowel system consists of breathing. How you enunciate without air being restricted. B. Guess what happened? Air was restricted. A. You see that? Tongue, it's not restricting air. So this is how they validate what they'll call a vowel or a consonant. Y'all got it? Aleph. What are we going to do with that? It's going to have to be a consonant. My tongue came up and it restricts it.
Right.
It's going to have to be.
That's right.
I don't have an A. They'll give you an A to do something, but it's not it can't be. The Aleph is going to have a restriction because of my tongue.
That's right.
It can't be a vowel. Your A can be a vowel because this is something you took from me and you create and you fragment on your own. And you come up with a system and you throw it in to try to interject on my system. I can understand that on certain points of enunciation, things might sound like, but you can't hold me to your discipline. They got a whole chart to put me under discipline. My olive can go O. My olive can do so many different, my olive can't do all this stuff you're doing. Because you start to take away what I know about it because you start playing with vowels. Because now I'm playing with the vowel, and I look at vowels different. I'm going to look at the attributes of the olive. The attributes of the olive are just plain. It feeds, it can provide, it can protect, it can plow, and you can cohabitate in it. That got it. It's strong. It can lead hundreds and thousands. The olive is his attribute. It's not just me an enunciation. It's what I know it does. Y'all got what I'm saying? Yes, the Beth, consonant by their sound. I'm not worried about a consonant. I'm looking at what does it do. This is a place where I can habitate. This is a place for the misfakar. When I pull out Elohim, I'm asking for a bet, a place where you recognize you established, a place where if I'm the misfit-call, I can get to the inner sanctum of it.
That's right.
Because he told me that if I commit qatar, I can't abide forever. Company stay in the front room, family go in the other part.
That's right.
I want to be misfit-call.
That's right.
He want me playing with vow and consonant. That has nothing to do with me. I'm only concerned about the attribute and my connection. What is he displaying to me when he give it to me? So you'll know what's off and what's in limit for you. You'll know how to make this house continue. Our house was destroyed many times. Many a time. I need to learn what keeps a house permanent and going. Just like we learned, you get a house, upkeep.
That's right.
Upkeep. My behavior is upkeep.
That's right.
My behavior is part of upkeep of that house. Isn't that right? Because he said, I'm a baraka you and your seed, which means the home can continue.
That's right.
Is he concerned about my vowels or my consonants? He is concerned about me being constant about doing and repetitive about keeping a behavior that's conducive for a long forever.
That's right.
To continue. That's what he's concerned about for me. I'm not saying vows and come have a place, but it takes away the validity of what he was actually demonstrating to us. When I told you I served you from other goeens, every time you take a zim, when you come and you cut something away from something, you'll take away from something that's not conducive for it, that you can separate and take away, and it don't come back. So when Yahuwah told me he's serving me, I know with the zenda, you don't cut none away to put it back where it was. Isn't that right? It's a permanent separation. But we separate and get back together. Make up and break up, that's all we do. He said, no, we don't do no foolishness like that. That's what they do.
Right.
They back and forth, in and out. Isn't that right? Yahuwah want us one way. He said, I want you to cold or hot.
Right.
Isn't that right? He said, I spew you out my mouth.
That's right.
Isn't that right? He said, either you one way or the other. These folks have you like that all up and down around. You don't know where you at. So I'm kind of, I just don't buy everything.
Yeah.
I just don't buy everything. Because I'm watching people, and over time you get older, you just start to watch people, you start to look at white people create a system. And that system they set up is conducive for them, and they need us to sign off on it. What that boy Shane, when it went out there, first thing we got in one of them little hats and put a little back on, that nigga somewhere else back out there Christian again.
Yep.
You ain't gonna make it know that stuff, man. Them folks gonna play down, they're gonna run you to make a fool out you.
Yep.
Everything we get gotta go to the white man to get it. Every time a nigga say something and he ain't got a degree and he ain't white, they ain't gonna never nod at them we say.
Nope. Yep.
We said, no, that's not that. Anybody black, put something up on there saying this the proper way to do it. They say, oh, that's a nigga talk. Go find them white, but they the one. Nigga sitting there with a chicken foot turning pages.
That's right.
Nigga, please.
That's right.
No, they put their hands on it. He told Yahushua, take this and put it in the side of the topper.
That's right. That's right.
They put their hands on it.
That's right.
Oh, man, I told you what our hands have handled.
That's right.
Your Ukanine told you that their hands handled it.
Yes, sir.
White folk come in and got a little chicken foot turning pages. Yeah, you can't touch it. Show me in the book where he said, I can show you in the book where he told them not to touch the ox.
Yeah, right.
I can show you in the book where he told you to touch not him Mashiach.
Right.
Show me where he said don't touch that, don't touch the sefer.
That's right.
Tell me where you found it. When Yahushua walked in, the book said they said they delivered him the book.
Right.
Nobody gave him no chicken foot till I catch it now, don't let it drop. That white folk stuff. No, cracker stuff. I had chicken foot. Man, I ain't finna waste my time on doing chicken foot. Man, you do that stuff in witchcraft. Nigga got an app on Google teach you how to speak Hebrew. What you think them folks gonna teach you? Man, there's nowhere in the world you ain't gonna read this. You don't take on some of the parts of it.
That's right.
People tell you communication will change you. Why the man told you be not deceived, evil communication does what? So if evil communication corrupt good manners, what would good manners do to bad behavior? Ain't no way no cracker can go through this and learn it and be fluent in it and don't change his ways.
That's right.
Man gonna come back and tell you I'm a methodonist.
Don't make sense.
And you done studied Aubrey. You know how it speak, where it originated from, and this the original language, and you go with some junk they just came up with. Because it's a joke. That's scary. How you study this, and you'll tell me that you are a Christian? You're the best known knowledgeable person. You got the most information. You worry now, and you something totally off basis. Know Jesus is a hoax, and you pray to it. To me, that's scary. That's scary when you're dealing with these people. Now, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I tell y'all the secrets of my Lord. I don't trust them. I'll be lying to y'all if I tell I trust these people. It don't even make sense. Anyway, we can look up Strong. We can look up BRIGGS. Every one of these jokers, Briggs and Brown, every one of them are another religion. Not one of them people will ever admit, consign to, or prescribe to this religion. But they had the most knowledge. They had the most information to the root, where it came from, date back, everything. They can coexist, scripture writing together, justify. I don't believe none of them. It don't make sense. It don't even, how you learn it then, it don't make sense. The book said to him that know the new tube and don't do it, man, that's Qatar.
That's right.
That's Qatar. You done read that. Ain't no way to I can go back and use Jesus.
That's right.
Ain't no way, that's crazy. I studied, I know it, I know the roots of it. Yeah, that's the original language, that's where it came. Yeah, everything derived from that. What do you, I'm Christian. Are you serious? That shows you that these people are playing with your stuff. They only gave you enough. You couldn't verify it anyway. Everything they told you, you couldn't verify it. Them folks will tell you, even academics, it's all theory. The information they're giving you concerning your language is part of academics. If it's all theory, then how is your book true?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. Well, I don't want to mess y'all up. Y'all want to pray to them. They go at night, you might as well pray to Cal Rittenhouse.
That's right. That's right.
Just being honest, the folk done mess you up. Listen, y'all, this is what we at, okay? We're in seeking and we're on a voice for truth. I just being honest, we're on a voice for truth. That's bottom line it. To tell our bottom line where it's at. I don't believe a lot of stuff. I just don't believe it. I'm watching the people who get it. Don't make sense. How it don't change you? That stuff changed my life. You know more than me and you still you. That's scary. That's changed my life. I'm in fear of this man. These people don't feel nothing. I know you couldn't have properly sat down and stuff. You couldn't have. It don't make sense you would have. When we ever got a book came from these people? Our book came from our people. Oscar gave us our book. These people never gave us our stuff.
That's right.
Now we sit around these people giving it, trying to tell us about somebody they don't even know.
That's right.
They told a man named Ezra. You didn't even get that right. Then you went and came here and changed everybody's name totally off. I don't believe none of these folks say. So we had to be in search for ourselves. But I know one thing we're going to do. We're going to live right and we're going to serve.
That's right.
He's going to have to acknowledge us. He's going to have to acknowledge us. That's all we can do. We're going to live to make him acknowledge us. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
He ain't got no choice. He's going to have to acknowledge us. So all we're going to do is hold the feet to fire on the face. We can't believe these are our captives. That you've been in jail before. You remember the time that God would come down and set their key by the door? You remember that? Where they'll leave it cracked. You know what I'm saying? They'll leave it cracked. You remember that? They'll leave it cracked, so, in case you want to come out, It's up to you if you want to save yourself and get it. You don't remember that? Why do you think they didn't do that? But these crackers gonna leave the key here for me today so I can get all the words and I'm finna get out. Do that make sense to y'all? The whole purpose of incarceration is to make sure they don't get out. You put every protocol for them not to get out. These folk gonna let me come here, lay my hands on here, and go to Google. Bam, everything, 25 minutes. I'm out of here. Do y'all understand how much sense that makes? 4 hours, you finna learn how to talk directly to the Creator. In 25 minutes, on your phone. These folk were trying to, E.T. couldn't even call home. And you finna get on your phone and talk to Elohim? Come on, folk. Whole movie they trying to tell the man to call home, didn't he? He couldn't call home. Out of space, you trying to call the Shamayim. Come on, folk, come on now. That man had to get a bite, even he knew he had to leave. Nigga, steal him. Let me ask y'all a question. Did y'all see E.T. go home? No. Y'all seen that white boy. Y'all don't know what that white boy did when he got up in that sky. Man, you sit on the handlebar. Ain't no white boy finna give me something on handlebar. We'd have ride that folks. Tell me, don't sit on the handlebar. That's dangerous. How many folks, y'all remember folks that sit on the handlebar? You're gonna get hurt. I definitely ain't had no white boy, but I'm gonna sit on the handlebar. You remember I got a deal picker behind you. Now, I'm just telling y'all know that E.T. Part 2 ain't came out, is it? E.T. just like us. He ain't went home and you ain't either. It ain't gonna happen. It don't make no sense. He don't let you go nowhere. That boy little play. I'm gonna tell you where they locked up. Winnie the Pooh. Remember Mr. Pooh? What he did? Christopher kept it locked up right in that bedroom. Them hit toys. They go outside and play. Where? Look up, they be sitting right there by the bed like this. That white boy, man, y'all ain't leaving here. All the shows gonna be shot right here in my bedroom, your imagination. Nigga, y'all laughing. You Winnie the Pooh, nigga. You ain't going nowhere. All them adventures were right there in that white boy bedroom, didn't it? You ain't gonna, it looked good. They were in the bedroom. Before you go nowhere, you they toy. I just had to tell y'all the truth now. I know it hurt you. You got to get over it. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be honest with you. I'd rather be honest. Listen, I ain't living no double life. I ain't doing that trying to get out nothing. I ain't looking for no book that's going to justify me with more than one wife. I'm going to be flat for you. If you find it, you hold that for yourself, okay? Yes, I'm going to stand with what I believe. The man got one. He got two wives. And you know what he told you? The two going to be one. He's going to bring, because that's Yasharal and Yehuda. They got to come back up under one umbrella. Y'all got what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell y'all now, I understand the premise of what the man doing. Yes, he had two because he separated them. And when a man got two, he had to have affection for both. He could not take away all affection from the first, which was Yasharal. Yasharal turned her back. He messed up with her, but he still had to keep it up and let her be in the inheritance. He taught you that when you got to. Why did we get to? Because you had to understand what he had to do. That's right. Yehuda had his law, but he knew Yasharal was first. That's right. I cannot take her away. And the only way we were going to understand it, we had to be a man with affection for two. That's right. But then he said, I'm going to make them one. I'm going to come back because they broke off from one. I'm going to bring them right back. The two going to be one. Now, I ain't looking for no two wives. I ain't looking to try to smoke no cocaine. I ain't trying to look for drinking no liquor and no wine. If that's what you're looking for, find you a church. I ain't trying to find no reason. Listen, I ain't trying to find to get into nothing. I ain't looking for nothing trying to go justify. I ain't trying to wear no spaceship suits. I ain't trying to set no kid in my lap. I ain't interested in that foolishness. I want to be saved. I'm staying with what I know right. Live right. I got that fuck. I kept integrity. And my heart had been, I can't live. I ain't come to do it. I ain't come to seek it out. I done that deal. That's right. And to do what we got to do for it, we got to be willing to put a lot of stuff down. Oh, yes. I'll teach y'all about it. When I teach it, you'll understand it. I got you. You'll understand when I teach it to you. We just got to be flat. It's just flat how we got to do. We got to go back over. We got to make sure, and we got to show that man that we are earnest to make sure we don't err. A lot of folk, it ain't important. Just be close. I ain't playing hand grenades. This is my life. I can't afford to die here and miss out. I tell everybody here, you came here to do anything other than make sure you get it right. You came to the wrong place. I ain't come to be here this long to be fooling around. That's why I want to go back. I want to be sure. Too many folk leaving here dying and they were close. You got to be right. That means you got to put you aside. You got to put some junk down the side, and you got to be honest with yourself. Don't just do like that man did in that ring. You ain't got to sit and make no fool out yourself for these people. That's right. Ain't that right, folks? Get in and get knocked. Them folks be talking. This man said, I really talk about me now, but I really get out of here. I feel good about myself. That's right. He let that make your own. You know who had him in now? Promoters, training, folk getting paid. Everybody who had him in that corner was getting paid. Get in there. Come on, get in here. I need to get paid. Folk don't care nothing about that, man. They trying to get you up the ladder because they getting a check. Either way it go. That's right. Stop letting folk make a monkey fool out of you. That's right. That's my message. Come on, jump me back right quick so I can get out of here. Most High will, and I teach y'all to understand how to do it. I teach you. You'll see. You'll see. Let me hit there, and I'm trying to get out the way. This Yeshayahu 6:1. We'll let him tell you what happened. Listen.
In the Shinar that Malak Uziyahu moved, I saw also the Adon sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the Mashkan.
Go ahead.
Above it stood the seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his pani, and with twain he covered his regal, and with twain he did fly.
The twain is 2. Go ahead.
And one cried once out unto another and said, Kadash, Kadash, Kadash is Yahuwah of Sabaoth. The whole Aratz is full of his kabod.
Y'all see that? That's why he created all this, for his kabod. That's why he created it. Everything, the arts, man, when that wind goes, they just throw their lead, they just be going. He said, everything to me. Everything to me. Everything created, he says, for my kabod. It's for my glory.
Sir.
Everything he do, you'll get a person with big money about. You say, man, why a person need all that stuff? That's the sign of their kabod. All their cars, their houses, someone had the women and accolades. They said that's a sign of their kabod. So Yahuwah said, the arise, all that filled with my kabod. Let's see. And
The post of the door moved at the call of him
they
that
shook.
saw,
Listen.
and the bed was filled with smoke. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone,
I'm ruined. Why?
because I am a ish of unclean lips,
What?
and I dwell in the midst of a arm of unclean lips. For mine own have seen the Malak, Yahuwah of Sabaoth.
He said, get when he realized he was undone, when he found out he was ruined. I didn't realize them people had played that much a part on me. I didn't realize them people had that much effect on me. Let me get this straight. Yes, Yahoo said that he was ruined. Because the folks he was with, they were unclean. And their lips were unclean. Now, that affected him. Exactly. You tell me this don't play no effect on you? This is Yeshayahu telling you this. I learned my mouth wasn't clean. It was the people all around. All these people were unclean. They affected me. And you think these people don't play a part on you? Let's see. Maybe you told me you're still good. Let's see. Then
Flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand,
a burning coal in his hand.
which he had taken from the tongues from off the altar.
And tell me, let's see what happened. That's how hot it was. He used tongues to pick it up. What did he do?
And he laid it upon my paw,
And what happened?
and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy kata purged.
Hold on for a minute. In order to forgive sin, he must have had some. Now, he was affected by the people around him, and you ain't gonna believe it. They didn't have Naku vowels. He didn't have a language barrier for the language, and those people affected him. You don't think these people affect you? Now, they had to fly from the altar with one a burning coal to touch his lips in order to purify. In order to purify him. Don't y'all know these people have us unclean? We dwell in the midst of unclean people. That's right. These people don't do nothing but tell lies. Now, what we got to do? Purify our nefesh. How he said we're going to do that? No, we got to go out there and get a live coal. The only reason it made sense to you to live coal so he can understand about fire, and they knew how fire purifies and destroys. That's right. It wasn't about killing them, it was about purifying. Now he let us know about the debar. Now when he told us saying you purified yourself through the debar, how are we going to be able to tie that and interlock that in with a burning live coal? Acts. Tell them about Acts. What you going to say? Furnace of affliction. What you think of Jahid? Who? He said, down. I said, what book of that? Go ahead. His shower. He quoting the second chapter of the book of Operation. First chapter of Operation. Not that what I want. What you think of just you start looking? Well, let's try to say. Pick me up. Say that 2328. Hear him, Yahoo. Hold on for a minute. Tim. Echo. Sorry, say that 2328. Let me say right quick. Rum Yahoo. I'm trying to get y'all out of here. Most High willing. I just want us right at the end of the day. Y'all hear me? I want us right. We're going to do it. All right, this is what we're going to do. You're going to get right or we're going to beat you up. That's all we're going to do. We're going to jump you in. Y'all remember when Willie got jumped in that game? They put him in the hospital. We're going to jump y'all in like Willie in the game. That's for they. You remember when he got jumped in there? They got jumped in the game. They put him in the hospital. I can't carry you with him. When his daddy came to visit, you remember that? He said, Daddy, he said, yeah, Willie was in the game. He said, gang jumped and put him in the hospital. We like, what game? Beat him up, put him in the hospital. He wasn't in no game. That Joe was a little rascal. They seen him coming. Ain't that right? Let's see. Let me see what it said. Listen.
The Nabi that hath a kalam, let him tell a kalam. And he that has my dabar,
Do what?
let him speak my dabar amunah.
So read that again. The who now?
Nabi that hath a kalam,
That has a dream.
let him tell a kalam.
Let him tell about the vision.
And he that hath my dabar,
You let me get away with that for real and you were reading it? It don't matter if I'm not raw, if I read it doing what he said. Let me the question why. This again is about order. I had a dream the other night, okay? I'm gonna tell you what the vision was. What the vision? See, cause I'm getting off. See, you see, I'm getting off. You know, but tell you, if I'd have said that, I'll just tell you, and I told y'all have bought and just kept listening. You said, well, he meant, ain't what he meant. He said, the Nabal that has a kalam, a dream. Please tell the dream. Let me tell you about the Bible verse that came across to me. Was it in the dream? No, I'm just telling you. Don't tell it. Because you're going to get, see, this is what he tried, the reason why he was so particular, because you're supposed to be his malaki, his messenger. I showed you a dream for a reason, so you're going to tell the people, in my dream, so they'll know he troubled. How do Elohim speak?
Once, yea, twice.
And? No. He don't perceive it. That's what he had a problem with. See, when I'm talking, you like. So this is what he realized. You're not getting what I'm saying. I'll wait till you go to sleep, and I'll speak to you then, and you will know. Just like the Malak or gorilla. If I told you, wouldn't listen to me, because you'll have a problem trying to perceive what I'm saying. But when you're asleep, the same thing that Pelota's wife, his Isha found. Well, she said, don't have nothing to do with that Isha. You know why? Guess what that did? That kalam made her realize, what I saw in my kalam. No, I told, do not touch him. You know what she was saying? You're a dead woman.
That's right.
You and every one of these people. See, he can get something across while you sleep. That's what he said. He said, in a color move. He said, when deep sleep fall on him. He said, then I can open his ears and I can seal his instruction. That woman persisted. She told, don't do it. She didn't say, I get chill bump. No. I suffered in a column because of this man. Don't touch him.
That's right.
That's why he said, the Nabar that have a kalam, he can tell you about his vision. That's all I want to do, because you're going to be in error. You finna start getting, I never did. Listen, when Musa was being questioned and about his position and about his ability, and he had the same, they felt like we had the same exact ability he does. And you taking on too much on yourself. And when Elohim had them to come out, you three come out. He said, let me be clear with y'all. If there's a Nabal among y'all, I will make myself known to him in a kalam. Musa ain't one of them. With him, I speak part to part. He say something, I say something. I give him something, he answers me back. Y'all hear me? I don't speak to him in no dark speeches. You know who saw a dog speaking? Abraham did. That's right. When he was sleeping with a dog, it came across him with a dog on him. And he saw her, he said, I said, in dog. And you know, he had to look at, he had to explain to him. After he saw it, he had to let him know, your arm is going to be on a plate for 400 years. He let him 42 the dog. They're going to say 400 years they're going to sit down. And he had explained it to him. Then they know, but I'm going to bring him out in great substance. And Abraham, he was in the bar. He said, that's how I talk to him. Not with Musha. I speak to him paw to paw. And not in dog speeches. And said, not only that, he also going to see the similitude of me. Y'all hear that? So when Yahushua fell on the scene, he let him know, Musha told he was talking about me. That's right. He let him know he was talking about me. Huh? When Yahushua sat there, he started asking him, asked Yahuwah to do something. He said, I've done it, and both have I kabooed it. Them folks said, hold on for a minute, was that thunder? Another said, no, Malachi spoke to him. He said, this call, this voice, he said, didn't come for my sake. Came for yours. Because y'all had to know, just like Musha had, I got that same ability. Oh, yeah, he did. He said, I've done it, and I'm both going to magnify it even more. And before her, somebody said that thunder. I said, no, they said, that's a Malachi speaking. He said, this call, he said, didn't come for me. It came for your sake. Please, he want to know, don't get me twisted. Ain't that right? He let him know, don't get me twisted, because we ain't the same now. Ain't that right? They got to hear for themselves. He spoke with him. So that's why I get us to make sure. But I want y'all to hear that the Nabal had a kalam.
Let him tell a kalam.
See how hard is that? Pick up, get the sephirah, open up and say, the Ruach of Yahuwah is upon me, for he has anointed me. Is that what you saw in your kalam? No. You are disobedient Nabal. Yeah, you are rushing the ball. Because to go and do something different than what he told you, and I'm trying to get y'all to say it, because that's how we got to get. Right. Stop doing something other than what he said. That's right. But when the spirit get to moving, you can't control the spirit. If you're in the ball and if you have a kalam, there's no spirit come from Allah. He ain't going to have you doing nothing other than doing what he told you. Tell the kalam. But let him who had
the bar
speak.
The bar.
The kalam.
The bar.
How you want me to speak it?
Amunah.
Because get what you realize now when I say speak my word. You can speak it, but you can tell it wrong. Did you know that? You can have it, but you can tell it wrong. They do it every Sunday. Yep. They tell them that Sunday is the new Shabbat. Because it is a Shabbat, ain't it? I ain't saying Sunday, but he has a Shabbat. You just told it wrong when you told me it was Sunday. That's his word. He said, make sure you tell it in the month. See, you got to tell them that because you could take it word and you could mishandle it. If you couldn't, why would Shaul said, therefore, seeing we have this Shara, as we have received Rekam, not walking in, nor handling the Debar Alahim, why would he tell us he wasn't doing it deceitfully? Because the book already told you, Shaul had the Debar. So he had to speak it in. So for us to take it, you had to tell us that you weren't handling it deceitfully. Because there were people handling it deceitfully. I just need y'all to understand how to. Let's do what he said. Listen what he said. What does the straw have to do with the. When people go harvest, how many of them bring in straw if they going for grain? See that? He's trying to tell you. Nothing. Separate them. He's trying to tell you that. Guess who declares it? Declares Yahuwah. Who are you going to tell this to? This straw is the chaff. There's nothing. When you go in to harvest grain, nobody keeps that stuff. You burn it. You get rid of it. That's what he's trying to tell you. Get rid of it. Let's see what else he told us. Is not my word thus like
fire.
Declares who?
Yahuwah.
And like a
hammer
which shattereth a rock. It said break it in pieces. Because you know what? You don't believe it. We were told we had a stony log. Mm-hmm. So we had to be able to see the effects of it. So pay attention. With Yeshayahu to purify him, they had to take a live coal and burn his lip. You think y'all can take that? How about I just give you the word? Just like fire. But they had to know what fire could do. It could be for purifying. He understood this when he touched their lips, that purified you. That made you clean. Y'all got it? So now when you hear the word, you know how many people read the first thing they'll go and they read the 6th chapter? They'll go and get a barbecue grill, pull some briquette and light them up and say, I want to be saved. Honestly, ignorant and dangerous. And touch their lip like that and burn all that up to white meat. And you know what they'll look at? I'm just trying to be saved. Because it'll be some other defect in there. It'll look like they're honest. Why y'all think we ain't took no charcoal and burnt our lip? There's got to be some earnestness about you. Otherwise, he'll go right off the wrong way. If you read 6 and 1, it'd be people tell you he was right. All they trying to do is be saved, but you had that little defect. And when you play around too long with them little defects, it won't be long. He'll let you lead right on off. That's why we can't afford to play no more. We can't afford it because what we see and what he allows it to do is only by his kind. It ain't by ours. Y'all got it? It behooves us to make sure we get this right and understand that he was telling us in the word like fire. I ain't got to go light no grill up and burn no charcoal. I got to let this word come here and purify it and put it in my mouth. Y'all got it? And let it go down into the inner part of me so it can break up all that stagnation I got, that rebellion, that fight, that disobedience, that ill will. He said, my word will break that stuff up. And that folks, I don't know how I'm going to stop it. I just can't seem to. You don't let the word in. If you let it do what he said, ain't my word like fire? And it's like a hammer. I can break your stony heart if you let it in. We are some of our biggest blockers. But we're going to fix it. That's two. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.